Okay, so with solving proportions, I have the same proportion here three different ways. Because there's a bunch of ways to solve proportions, and it's really, some can be easier than others depending on what numbers you're given. But the main thing to remember is that these fractions are proportional. They have to move in the same type of way. Also, these are proportional, and these are proportional looking horizontally. So one way to do it, a real easy way, is to cross multiply. So you get 2x equals 60. Divide by 2, and then x equals 30. So that's one way, works every time. Sometimes the numbers can get a little gross, but it's gonna work no matter what, any situation. Another way to do it, good look at this. How do you get from 2 to 6? Well, 6 is 3 times bigger than 2, which means going from 10 to x would also be times 3. So x equals 30 again. Or another way to do it, you could also look at it this way. Going from 2 to 10 is times 5, and going from 6 to x would also have to be the same ratio, so times 5, and x equals 30 again. Now, while these two methods are pretty simple, sometimes the numbers just don't work out that smoothly, and it's kind of hard to do this. In that case, I would suggest using cross multiplication, because that works no matter what the numbers are. Okay, these two triangles here are similar, which means that the sides are in proportion, and specifically the corresponding sides. So like this blue one is proportional to this blue one, the green with the green, and the unlabeled one with the unlabeled one. Don't worry, we're going to get into this a lot. You're going to be fine. But since they're in proportion, what we can do is we can set up a fraction equal to a fraction. And let's look at the blue ones first. So we have this 36, and we have this x. So 36 over x, doesn't matter which one you put on top, which one you put on the bottom. I just started with the left triangle on top, right triangle on the bottom. Doesn't matter, your call. And then the unlabeled one, I'll mark it red. That's x and 16. So the key with that is make sure you do the left triangle first again. Same thing you did in the first fraction. And you have x over 16. So with this, you're going to want to cross multiply because, you don't know what, a ratio to go from 36 to x or 36 to x. You just don't have enough numbers or information. So when you cross multiply, you have x times x, which is x squared, equals 36 times 16, which is 576. So to solve for this, get x by itself, you got to do the opposite of squaring, which is the square root. And then x equals the square root of 576, which is 24. Right here, 24, and this one is also 24.